everybody. Today we are going to be going over some things that you can do at home to practice your inverts when you don't have any poles at home. There are three general reasons as to why you might be struggling to nail your invert. Well, many different reasons, but three that I see that are most common. This first exercise that we're going to do is if you go to do your invert and you feel like your arms kind of just collapse out from underneath you, so we can't keep them bent holding our own body weight. Now, it's very difficult to replicate the same movement without an actual pole because we're not pushing our weight, so push-ups don't really help you. You're pulling your weight. So we need to find ways to be able to do that at home. I'm going to be using sliders today. Obviously, if you don't have sliders, you can go for towels or tea towels if you have a hard floor. If you have carpet, you can use plastic plates or you can use plastic bags. So what we're going to be doing, bringing your feet up and coming onto your knees. We're going to put our hands onto our sliders. We're going to slide ourselves out into a Superman position, meaning that your arms are straight out in front of you. And then I want you to bend your arms back towards your hips and then pull yourself back into a stretch. So we're going to start with doing 5 of those first. So coming up onto your knees, we're going to slide those hands out to Superman, and then keeping your body where it is, we're going to bend the arms back to your hips. Excellent. Come back to recover. So we're pulling the arms back towards you. So not using your knees, not using your butt like you would with an ab wheel, because the body is staying exactly where it is. We're just activating the arms. So squeeze those elbows back to your hips. Very good, guys. 2 more to go. Should feel quite shaky if you're doing it properly. And squeeze back. A little bit difficult to talk on the return as well. And here's our last one. Taking it out. Squeeze the arms back. And come back to recover. This time what we're going to do is add a single arm out to the side. So we're going to go out to the front. We're going to squeeze back in. Then we're going to take one arm out, bend the elbow to bring it back in. Take the other arm out as far as it will go, bend the elbow to bring it back in, straight back out again. So back out, bend in. Out to the side as far as you can while you still have control over it, bend the elbow to bring it back. Take it out to the side. Bend the elbow to bring it back. So we just get, it's easier than going forwards, but we're just getting into a slightly different muscle there, which will still help us. Remember to reach as far out as you can. Suck it back in. Those forward ones should be getting pretty hard now. Bring it back. 2 more to go. Take it out. Ooh, I probably went too far with that one. Out to the side. Keep your other arm straight. So the one that you're not sliding out should stay straight. And our last one. Out. Bend those arms to bring it back. So you can see it's very difficult for me to talk on the return there. Bring it in and take it back to recovery. The second most common problem that I see with beginner inverts is not being able to tip back and bring the hips up at the same time. We can do a very, very simple one that you can do at any point. You can do it while you're watching the television. You can do it anywhere, anytime. It's very easy. And the more you do it, the more the body gets used to the feeling of it. So we're going to start off with the beginner version first. We're going to keep the feet on the ground and we're going to keep the hands down by your side to start off with. And what we're going to do is rock back, and when your shoulders touch the floor, we're going to push our feet up towards the ceiling. So shoulders, feet, and bring it back into a sitting position. So let's do 5 of those. We're bringing the butt right up as high as you can. Up. Use your hands to push on the floor to get your butt up even higher. And try to find a little hover space once you're at your highest point. So once your feet are up as high as they can go, try to squeeze it there for even half a second One more. And then lower yourself back down. All right, if they were hard enough as it was, feel free to stay there. Otherwise, we're going to move on to the medium variation. So we're going to cross our hands over our chest. And this time, when we go up, when we go back, we're going to bring the legs out into a straddle when we push the bum up. So we're going to go back, bum up, legs out to straddle, and down. Up, and down. It doesn't have to be a very wide straddle. We're just opening the legs rather than keeping them together, which makes the projection slightly harder. Plus, you don't have your arms pressed into the ground to help you to lift your butt anymore. Excellent, guys. 2 more. Up. Find that little hover space again. And down. Very good. And the last one, which is the hardest version, we're going to start with the feet up off the floor so that you can't push into rock back. Keeping the hands crossed over your chest. When you push up, we're going to bring the hands forwards. So still straddling. So we go 1, 2, 3, rock back, push up, hands up. Good. And again. Up, hands up, and in. Hands up. So this is the best way for us to replicate that leaning back and pushing up sensation. Not to mention it's very good for your lower abs. 2 more. Here we go. 1. Last one. 2. Very good, guys. Turn on over and just do a little cat-cow. Release your back a bit. Come on down into seal. So, last but not least is the third most common problem that I see, whereas if you manage to get your foot onto the pole, then we can't push the hips up to get a good grab with both of the legs so that we can stay up. So the best way to replicate that is to grab yourself a chair from somewhere at home. We're going to do some alternating glute bridges. So again, we'll start with a beginner and then harder variation. So we would start first putting your toes on the chair, putting your hands down beside you. This would be our beginner version. And we're going to press your hips up towards the ceiling. Now when you do this, I want you to try to keep your knees squeezed in together. Try to squeeze your butt cheeks, but keep your belly button down. So you don't want to let your you don't want to let your gut hang out. We're going to squeeze the belly button down, squeeze the inner thighs together, squeeze the butt, lower down, and then we're going to go with the same thing, one leg towards the ceiling, because we're going to grab the pole with one foot and then push up. So we go push, down, switch feet, push up, and down. Let's repeat that again. So both legs and squeeze. Take it down. One leg extend, push your hands into the floor to help you. Push up, take it down. Other one, push up, and take it down. Now, if that's plenty for you, stay there. Otherwise, we're going to go cross the hands over the chest so that they're not helping you. Put your heels on the seat instead of your toes. And we're going to push up through the hips. So we go push, take it down. Extend one leg to the ceiling. Push up, bring it back. Switch over, push up, bring it down, and let's repeat. Going up, keeping those knees together, squeeze the butt, belly button down. One leg up, point the toe. Push, and down. Visualize that you have a pole that you're trying to get your legs wrapped around. And down. Good. Let's go to the advanced version if you're feeling like you're ready for it. With the advanced version, we're going to add a little bit of a sit-up. So, hands come interlace behind your neck. Take your thumbs down your neck so that you're supporting it. And we're going to go push up and then crunch, a very small crunch, and look towards your belly button. Lower down and repeat with the same legs. So we go up, little crunch. So we're replicating that same body motion of being upside down on the pole. Up, little crunch, take it down, and let's repeat. Bring it up, Squeeze the belly button. Little crunch. Lift the shoulders slightly off the floor. Take it down. Extend. Up. Small crunch. Good. When you crunch, I want you to make sure that you are not dropping the hips at all. So press, crunch, keep the same height. Down and down. Very good, guys. Excellent. Work with whatever one of those is best for your body at the time. Okay, so now that we have all of our different exercises, we're going to put them all together in one big set. We're going to do 5 of each exercise and then repeat. So we'll start with our sliders, then we're going to turn around and go into our rock back and hips up, and then go into our glute bridges, and then for another repeat. So it's going to be a really big set. Feel free to take a small break in between the exercises if you like, but we're only doing 5 of each. So we should be able to get the whole way through it. Power through. So let's start on first with our sliders, coming onto your knees, feet up, and we're going out. Bend the arms to bring it back. Take one out to the side, return the bend, other out to the side, return, and let's go back to the center. Take it out. Bend the arms to come back to you. Now that you've worked your abs, you'll probably feel them a bit more in this set because they're a bit more awake now. They're a bit more conscious. You're a bit more aware of them. Squeeze in. 2 more to go. Take it out. Bring it back. Out. And in. Out. And in. One last one. Arms back. Take it out. Bring it in. Take it out. Bring it in. Very good, guys. Let's roll over. Make sure you are not going to hit your chair. You might want to move it out of the way. Whichever version of our rock back and lift it is that you would like. So, taking it up, and 1, 2, 3, remember to find your hover space. 4, try to squeeze it there. 5, very easy, guys. They're over with quite quickly. Let's grab that chair. Get your butt nice and close to the seat. Feet up. And whichever version of these it is that you'd like, feel free to start with a hard one and then drop to a beginner one for the second set when you're more tired. Press up and down. Extend. Down. Switch. Up. Down. That's 1. Let's go again. Remember, keep that belly button sucked under. Bring it towards the back of the spine. Protect the back by rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time, going down 1 vertebrae at a time. And squeeze the butt when you get to the top. It's the exact same motion that we're doing when we're trying to climb our way up the pole in an upside down position. This is number 4. Squeeze. And up. Here we go. Almost done. 1 more left. Take it up. Oh, my hip just cracked. Did everyone hear that? Squeeze it up. Last one. Even though we're getting tired, try not to lose the projection. And down. Very good. We're going to go straight into the sliders. If you need to grab a quick drink break, go for it. Now, if you want, you can get rid of the arms out to the side. And while we're doing arms out to the side, you can come back into rest. So we're just doing 5 of the forwards. Up to you, whatever feels good for you. Taking it out. Bringing it back in. Out to the side. Or rest. Remember, your body weight should be over your knees. So we're not up on our hands and knees when we do this one. So there's not really a hell of a lot of weight in your back legs. More of your weight should be in your hands so that we're replicating that pulling motion. It's not your full body weight. It should only be about 60% of it. Okay, we got 1 more to go, guys. Here we go. Take it out. Bring it back in. Oh, that was hard. Out to the side. Out to the side. Excellent. Let's roll on over for our lay back and push. Okay. Ready, and 1. Good, nice and slow. 2. Try to feel like, even though we're laying back and you're using a little bit of momentum, see if you can get a little less of momentum every time you do it. Last one. And very good. And last one, our glute bridges. I'm going to go hardcore and do the advanced version here. So interlace, thumbs down your neck, protect it, onto your heels, butt nice and close to that chair. And let's go. Press, crunch, down, one leg. Up, mini crunch, and down. Good. Whoop. And number 2. Up, crunch, down, one leg up, take it up. So that mini crunch is very, very, very small, yeah? We're just trying to get the shoulders to raise slightly off the floor. Feel free to ditch it if it's not serving you. Go to the medium version. See if you can stick with the medium version for the last 2 sets. Take it up, squeeze it. Really activate the butt up the very top there. And we got 1 more to go, guys. And then we're done. Take it up, squeeze it, keep those inner thighs close. Keep the knees together. Last one. And down. Woo, very good work. Okay, roll the shoulders, head side to side. So if you practice this at the bare least, once a week on top of your normal pole class, it should definitely start to help you improve with your inverts. Remember that nobody ever got great at anything by only trying it for 1 hour per week. So anything at all that you can do additional, you can spend 15 minutes on it, half an hour on it, 1 more additional hour on it for the week outside of your pole class, I promise it's going to come to you a lot faster than if you just wait to practice when you're actually at class. Have a great time with it, guys. Take it at your own pace. Feel free to ask me any questions if you have them.